Hello, Musto0063 back for Shovel Knight Part 6. Last time we cleared the Iron Whale and took out Treasure Knight, and this video we're going to be clearing up a few odds and ends. So to start with, let's go check out this mysterious stranger. Reads, north from Pridemore, west at the Fork. Oh bother, I must have passed it already. Well met, traveller. Oi, maybe you can help me. I think I got lost. I was trying to... Wait a second! You're the knight with a shovel! Indeed I am. The knight with a shovel who has been menacing the village? I assure you I have done no such... You're going to use that shovel to bury innocent people? Your reign of terror ends here. So this is one of 4, I guess, wandering travellers. 3 we'll see on the map. At least anyway, there's another one which we'll also see in this video that counts the Wandering Traveller. And this guy, well, the first time I played him I kind of felt like he was either the most difficult or the second most difficult of the bunch, just because I found dodging these boomerangs or whatever they are really, really difficult. I'd like to think by the time I played this I got more of a hang of things, but as you can see here, he's still doing a damn good job of, well, damaging me, avoiding my attacks, whether it being getting up close to shovel him or trying to flare wand him. I probably would recommend using flare wand because you can kind of keep your distance from him. Do be careful that they don't get kind of blocked off by the boomerangs or whatever they are. But yeah, it's a kind of an interesting, kind of fun fight and a bit different from maybe some of the other fights we've had so far in the game. Do your worst, villain. Strike me down. I'm no villain. We're fighting a common enemy. We are? Why didn't you say so? Wow, I feel like a fool now. Think nothing of it, friend. Knights are strongest when they work together. Yeah, Knight's code. First vow. Always help a person in need. Knock 'em down, Shovel Knight. And he actually leaves behind some gems. Some high-value gems, I might say. And music sheet. So he's probably by far and away the most useful, certainly the ones we meet on the map anyway. I wouldn't say necessarily more useful than one other one, but anyway. You may have noticed there that a little, as with Pridemore Keep King Knight, we actually, there's a little gem icon that appeared on the Iron Whale Treasure Knight stage. So that was another reason why I went after Treasure Knight, the first of the 3 I could do now. Because it meant that I would get this stage earlier than perhaps otherwise would if I'd obviously left it till last of the 3 here, and that I would be able to get a lot more money because basically I'm going to spend a little bit of time during this video going to the Armour Outpost and buying lots of things, and having more money certainly helps. And for this stage I equip, because I think this is probably about the most useful time in the entire game that you could put it on, to put on to activate the absorb treasure for 60 seconds I call. And this lasts a long time, so because of the lag on the water stages in particular, if you actually try and time it out in real time, you'll probably find this is longer than 60 seconds, but 60 seconds is game time anyway. But yeah, basically, as you can see, as long as you're within reasonable proximity to treasure, they just kind of come flying at you. And given that I usually have a bit of a nightmare on this screen actually getting to certain places because I kind of miss time jumps and whatnot, and I land in wrong places, having the absorb treasure just really helps just suck them all in, and you can get a whole load of treasure from this stage. It's super awesome, and so it's certainly why I did it early. I think you get about 1,000 gold just from this one treasure chest. Something along those lines. Looks like probably over 1,000 there actually, but yeah. Definitely worth doing, and particularly in my case where I want to, get all the kind of as many equipments and things in order to beef Shovel Knight up as much as I can. So yeah, here is the Armour Outpost. It's kind of the second village, and we're going to be talking to lots of people in here. Our scouts saw your approach, and we know of your quest. This is the Armour Outpost. The brave are holed up here, deep in enemy territory. It's dangerous. Get equipped. If you cross paths on the road, you must battle. Those are the rules. Well, we've already seen that. Please save us from the Enchantress. Wah! With Treasure Knight thwarted, me timbers are shivered. A cheerfully thank ye with lips all a-quiver. I'm so grumpy. I'm just not in a good mood. I wish someone could cheer me up. Well, okay, I'll give it a shot. Why would they just leave the catapult unattended? The operator is out to launch. Toda unfortunately doesn't seem too impressed. Not that he'll be terribly impressed with the other one, but let's try that anyway. Have you heard the gastronomer is starting to cook with bouillon? I tried some. My soup was gold. Oh well, we tried. If you cross bars on the road, blah blah blah, we've already had that one. Oh, that King Knight, he's so regal, such a refined fashion sense. But honestly, I'd rather be your queen. This bag of oats weighs a ton. The armourer will hold on to any armour you buy, and he'll let you swap them out whenever you want. I think that's everyone on the street, so let's go inside the shop. Mr. Hat. Ah, hats, my greatest passion. Nothing I enjoy more than the crisp snap of a well-tailored brim. With my vast riches, I could buy this whole store, but I forgot my wallet. Oh, upstanding knight. You could part with a paltry 1,000 gold, no? Okay. Well, thanks. Can't believe that worked. Moocher number 1. I buy only the best, and for my latest purchase, unfortunately, I'm only 1,000 gold short. Okay. Excelsior! Now that I have my purchase, I shall take my leave. Moocher number 2. Oh, such a charming brooch. If only I had the means to afford it. All I need is a mere 1,000 gold. Okay. Hooray! This is just what I needed. Thank you, hero. We get the nice hat achievement for helping out with the moochers. Ah, my precious hats. That's a lovely helmet. So lovely, so lovely. I must inquire, sir, about your curious collection. Travel the land far and wide, I do, searching, learning, teaching, collecting, all shapes, all sizes, hats. Each one I wear grants me a new power, and your hat looks powerful indeed. Intriguing, but I am rather attached to my helmet. Yes, yes, about that. Yes, I definitely wasn't expecting this when I first played the game. Completely unexpected boss battle, and actually counts as one of the Wandering Travellers. As far as I'm aware, anyway. So, yeah, Mr. Hat. He's kind of a sword master, in addition to being a hat master, and it kind of felt like he was actually probably one of the easiest, just from the point of view that he just tends to leave himself so open. I mean, I take quite a bit of damage, but he just tends to leave himself wide open, you know, to being hit. I could have used, you know, Flare Wand and done, you know, much better job here, but with all of his attacks, he just seems to be able to kind of, like, for the most part, just be able to poke on his head. He has a sword attack, he has a kind of a fire, a kind of flame attack and whatnot, or a pellet shot attack, projectile attack, but yeah, he's not terribly too bad. And you do, by the way, get all the gold and more back than you spent on the moochers when you beat him. Enough. I don't know what came over me. My hunger for hats took control. Your beautiful hat. It's a helmet. Righto, I knew that. Wear it in good health. For now. ... Right, well, off I go then. Now, I am rather short on life, so fortunately there's no enemies or anything around in here. And now that we've defeated Mr. Hat, you may have noticed him up there on top of the I don't want to say the roof, but on top of, like, the shop. I can't think what the hell that is, but on top of that gantry up there anyway. But anyway, here's me using the face locket to gain some extra distance. Oh bother, you found me. I'm so embarrassed. I promise I'll pester you no longer. Here's some gold for all the trouble. And he hops off again. And you do want to probably take the time to do this. I think you can only do this in the same kind of time you visit the Armour Outpost. By the way, the music sheet there. If you leave the area and then come back, then you won't have this opportunity to get some extra money. But yeah, if you find Mr. Hat a couple extra times, you'll get some extra money. You can't be serious. How did you find me again? You're following me everywhere. Okay, I won't come back. Just take some more of my gold and leave me to my hats. So yeah, while it definitely may seem at the time... Oh, hang on, I'll do this first. I do say, sir. Why, I haven't seen a second airship since I sold mine. Ha! Horns, the finest instruments. They only really come to life in a duet. Yeah, I'll come back to Mr. Han and all that stuff in a moment then. This be the aerial anvil. Need an armour upgrade? If you need something forged, I'm your fella. Haha. So we have 5 armour here, and from the point of view that there are 5 Order of No Quarter Knights left, I decided that I'm going to show one armour off per knight stage. So here I bought the red armour guard. I believe it. Oh, hang on a minute. That's a nice shovel blade you have there, lad. But I could improve it. Unlock its true abilities. So there are 3 upgrades I can get to my shovel. So charge handle, hold your attack to unleash a powerful charge slash. And these necessarily could potentially be quite expensive, 13,000 gold for all 3. But say it's because I've got so much, I can get them all now quite easily. So trench blade should have a whole pile in one mighty motion. You might not think that's terribly good, but believe me, that's just a huge time save that ends up being a really, really useful upgrade. And the last one, drop spark, slash the spark to the ground when you're at full health. Very, very useful as an extra little attack. You can deal damage to enemies when you're miles away if you're at full health. And I got Master Shoveler for buying all the shovel upgrades. So yeah, I bought the armor guard for the next one. So that basically means if I die, I drop half as much gold. Even with a new brooch, my life feels incomplete. Maybe I need a new dress to go with it. We're not getting my gold. I just love coming to this fancy store. It makes me feel so fancy. I thought I saw some commotion in here from outside. What happened? Yeah, it's probably not an armour I would tend to use all that much, but say, in the interest of showing it off, I mean, I don't die in the next stage, spoiler, so you're not going to see me drop half as much gold, but if you are liable to die, which you're probably going to do on your first playthrough, it can be quite a good armour to have, actually, just from the point of view that if you keep dying, you do lose, I think, is it a quarter or a third of your gold? I can't quite remember the number, which is dreadful of me, but you lose a substantial amount of your gold when you die. So being able to not drop as much, you can collect it, by the way. When you die, you get these kind of like gold sacks kind of emerge on screen, and if you get back to that point in the screen where you died, they're still hovering there waiting for you. So if you can get back to that point and collect it, then you will get the money back. If you die before then that money is gone forever. Yeah, when you're first playing the game, certainly, if you're liable to die quite a bit, then having a lose far less gold when you die is quite a useful arm to have. Yeah, and I'll say I'll be alternating through the armors as we go through the stages. I also, obviously, as you can see here, went back to the other village to take the time to turn in a few music sheets, get some extra gold, and upgrade my magic. That was the phrase I was after. I also stopped by the Trample Pond because I used both my Ichor, I think, actually. Yes, I used the Invincible for 10 seconds on Treasure Knight, and I used the Absorb Treasure in the little gem section or the gem extra level of Treasure Knight stage. So, yeah, now that I've used both of them, I'm going to refill both my chalices up with the Ichor of Renewal, which, to me, is definitely the best of the 3. Refills all health and magic. And certainly when you're at full health and full magic capabilities, it's basically the energy tank of the game. So, we might as well go and see who this second mysterious traveller is. Baz. Oh, I can't believe this. Trouble, friend? Have you lost your way? Bought the best gear, the slickest armour, the strongest rope. Pardon? Are you in need of help? Those stuck-up Order of No Quarter clowns have no idea what they're missing. Hey, you look like a knight. Shovel Knight, at your service. But I'm not in league with... So I heard that if you beat a knight, you get to take their title, right? Please, don't do something you'll regret. I don't want... The great Baz Knight. Like the sound of that. They'll have no choice but to accept me now. Come on, let's do this. So he's rather interesting. He has this whip, which does a lot of damage. He also swings on these hooks up there on the kind of the top of the ruins of a castle or whatever. But this guy absolutely does a massive job of creaming me here. The very first go, I did this absolutely no trouble whatsoever. I thought he was probably the easiest of the four, maybe the second easiest. I think there's probably one that we've again yet to see that I thought was easier. But seriously, on this go, I just had an absolute nightmare. I was just getting hit left, right, and centre. I completely was mistiming the bits where he slams down off the hooks and electrifies the floor and whatnot, and I was just getting my arse kicked. Seriously. I certainly didn't plan on using this when I first entered the battle, but from the point of view, I guess, of getting an achievement for doing so, I actually go ahead and refill my health rather shamefully. It turns out I just needed to do so as well, because despite how bad that first half of the fight went, I actually only get hit the 1.5 health points on the second bit, so I would have just died, so I did need to do it. But man, oh man, yeah, he changed his strategy up about half health where he starts, well, obviously the screen goes a bit blacker and he starts pulling out all this lightning, but I would recommend the flare one, certainly when he starts going up to swing on the hooks. But yeah, man, oh man, that was a dreadful, dreadful demonstration of beating Baz. No way. Not even my best moves could faze you. Well, actually. Well fought. If you can accept defeat like a true knight, you'll always have your dignity. No, they'll never let me into the order. Never, ever, ever. Wah! Okay then, and if you pogo on him, he releases a few gems, not too many, and as I said, far more stingy than Reese was. And that pretty much brings us to the end of the video. I'm actually going to go back to the Trowel Pond and refill my ichor again because that was such a dreadful showing. Yeah, quickly before the next part. Normally, my next video would be continuing on with this project, so that would be going to the Exploratorium and taking on Plague Knight. But actually, this is my 299th upload, so yeah, next video is going to be my 300th. And as much as I love Shovel Knight, I kind of felt like I needed to do something a bit special for that. So yes, video 300 will be something different. It will be special. Super looking forward to getting that uploaded. So hope you join me next time for my 300th video. Until then, cheerio.